This country needs a new railroad. I can do it for you. Good. You know, that's a valuable market. I should probably invest in it. That sounds like a great idea. Yeah, it is. And if you're getting paid for it, I'm getting paid for it. So, we should hike up the prices. That's right.
The century of dishonesty, man. That stuff was deep. It created sympathy for the Native Americans. Some weren't so sympathetic, but others wanted assimilation. They emphasized education, religion, but it was segregated. But they had no respect for their culture. And in the end, it was all cool, man, because of the Dawes Act.
No, stop! This can't continue. Stop! It's coming with me. You stay here.
During the Dawes Act of 1887, reformers persuaded Congress to stop treating Native Americans as foreign countries. Instead, tribal organizations were broken up and land was divided into separate plots. Based on family size, citizenship was granted those who were thought to be civilized. One thing that was heavily stressed in this policy was economic independence. Whites felt that economic dependence should not lie in the tribe and instead should lie individually in the household. Obviously, way of life changed for many people during this period. Unfortunately, the population of Native Americans declined due to poverty and disease. Also, the policy ended up failing because the land was sold to whites rather than Native Americans as originally intended. This also resulted in the Curtis Act of 1898 and learned economic dependence of Native Americans.
One of the major impacts that the railroads had on the West was that more settlers could move west because it was so easy and quick to go. And one of the results of all the people moving were the decrease in native population because of the spread of disease and the taking over land and taking over the resources, such as the buffalo, which were now used as hunting for game instead of resources. Also, one of the things that happened was that the frontier was closed, which really, there was no more frontier to expand upon, so of course it was closed.
Honey, aren't you glad we bought that new-fangled steel plow?
Oh, it's made our lives so much easier.
Mm-hmm.
Some innovations devised for prairie life were barbed wire to close the West and fence in cattle, dry farming to grow crops during the droughts, irrigation systems to supply water, the steel plow to help with tough soil, new wheat that was able to survive droughts, and railroads that connected the West to the East, and the long drive, which helped send cattle to the East for beef. And it made Western life more variable, attracted settlers, and connected the West and East.
I'm sorry for the inconvenience, but the frontier is now closed.
Well, where am I supposed to expand to now? America depends on this. What are we supposed to do? So, when the frontier closed, people were like, I don't really know what to do, and that was just kind of how it went. Like, they just didn't know what to do, and then like farming kind of stopped, I guess, maybe, and that's basically what happened. I mean, farming stopped, and like the whole idea of the West was just gone.